Hey everybody, welcome to this tutorial where we're going to be taking a look at subscriptions on a Tableau site. So this will work if you're on Tableau Server or Tableau Online, and we're going to be using the tableau-api-lib library. It's a Python library. We'll be using that to tap into the Tableau Server REST API endpoints to make this come to life. So here we can just see a subscription that exists on my site, and basically we're going to go about creating one of these but through the API programmatically instead of generating one of these manually in the Tableau Online UI or Tableau Server UI, but I happen to be on Tableau Online. Alright, so let's take a look at the REST API endpoints related to subscriptions just so you can see what's going on under the hood here. So when we create a subscription, we will be using this endpoint, and the method in the library that we use will also be called create subscription. And then we'll also do a little bit of querying subscriptions, and that's just going to reach into a basket of functions that exist inside the tableau-api-lib library that makes this really easy for us. Of course, you could program this yourself to hit these endpoints directly if you wanted to, and then we will delete the subscription. Alright, so let's dive in. We're inside a Jupyter notebook right now, and the import statements up here and the configuration, all of this is discussed in other videos. So if you want to get a better understanding of how to connect to your site, then just take a look at the Getting Started video that's linked in the description of this one. So for this video, we're just going to fly through this, and we're going to establish this connection to my site, and once we have this connection instance defined, we can sign into it, and now I have that connection to my site. So I can query it, I can send requests to the server, I can create subscriptions. So before we create a subscription, let's make sure that we are walking into this with all the information that we need in order to successfully create a subscription. And so it really boils down to who is receiving a subscription, what are they being subscribed to, and then on what schedule is this subscription going to be executed. So let's take that step by step. If we want to know who, and perhaps we don't even know who all is on the server, and we want to programmatically determine who's going to get a subscription based off what groups they belong to, etc. Well, here's a starting point for all of that you could use. Here's a really easy way to get all of the users that exist on your site. I'm using a querying function that's available to us through the tableau-api-lib library, and that function is called getUsersDataFrame, and it's going to spit out a pandas data frame containing all of our user information in a format that you see right here. So what this does for us is now we have easy access to all of the users' details, including their user IDs. So for this tutorial, I don't really care who I'm subscribing. I'm just going to grab the first user, and here we can see their ID. Alright, so we've got our guinea pig for this tutorial. We have our test user. Now we need a piece of content for that subscription. So just like we could query our users, we can also query our views. So basically our visuals that exist on the site. So I'm going to store that information in this variable called viewsDF. So in our views data frame that looks like this, when I'm only looking at the first row here, we can get information about all of our visuals. And in this case, for the sake of the tutorial, I don't really care which visual I'm subscribing this user to. So I'm just going to, once again, take a look at just the first row. But first, I am going to make sure that I'm creating a subscription on a dashboard. So if you were querying all of your views and you realized, oh, there's a bunch of sheets in here that I don't really intend to show to my business users, or whatever, you only want to focus on dashboards, here's a really easy way that you can do this. So perhaps you're really familiar already with pandas data frames, but if not, this is kind of the format for how you would typically filter a data frame. There are other ways as well, but this is what I usually do. And it basically says, if we just read this like a sentence, My dashboard's data frame is my views data frame, but only where the column of my views data frame, column being sheet type, equals dashboard. So in other words, the dashboard's data frame is a subset of my views data frame where the sheet type is dashboard. So we can run that, we can take a look at the output, and if we go over to the sheet type column, we could see that all of these would be of type dashboard now. All right, so once again, I'm just going to grab one of the ID values present in there for my dashboards, and we'll use that to create the subscription. So we've got 2 out of the 3 things that we need, and the final piece after the who and the what is when. When are we sending out this subscription? So let's go ahead and grab all of the schedules that exist on our site, and this will include subscriptions and extracts and any other type of schedule that might exist. So let's just go ahead and filter that down to only look at schedules that are compatible with subscriptions. So that's schedules where our type column equals subscription. So now I'm looking at only subscription schedules, and we can see that there are various frequencies and times that we could choose. When do these things run? And if you're on Tableau Server and you can actually create schedules for yourself, sorry, anybody on Tableau Online, you're just stuck with at least for now, at the time of making this tutorial, you're stuck with the schedules that Tableau Online has available to you, but there are a lot of them, but you just can't custom create them. However, if you are on Tableau Server, you might have a lot of these schedules which are in a suspended state. So make sure you grab one that is active, or else your subscription will never happen because the schedule never runs. So we can just grab one of these. I'll grab just the first row again and take its ID. And now we have all the 3 Musketeers, 3 Amigos. We're ready to go. So the subscription subject, this is also something we have to consider. So I just made one here. It's delete me subject. And that's just going to be a subject that appears on your subscription. Also, if you query your subscriptions, you'll see a list of subjects, as we'll see in a moment. So let's define that and take a look at all these parameters that exist and all the arguments that we're passing in to this create subscription method. And so we can just verify all this information here and a couple optional arguments that we could pass in, which I'm going to pass one of these. I'm going to say, yes, I do want a PDF in this, a PDF attachment in the subscription. So I can make that happen by setting that flag to true. Same would go for image. That would give you a PNG image. So in this case, I just want the PDF, and my content type here is view. And by the way, this is not case sensitive, so you'd be fine doing view as well. So let's go ahead and run this and take a look at what the server does with our request. So we can take a look at the JSON body of what the server sends back to us, and we can see that I do have that subject in there, delete me, and we get an ID for this subscription that we just created. And I'm actually going to capture that ID here. So this test subscription ID, I'm just parsing the JSON response and grabbing that ID value for the subscription that was just generated. And we're going to use this in a second to delete that subscription. So it's very short-lived. And really quickly before we delete it, let's verify that that subscription does exist. So if we query all of the subscriptions on our site, so I use once again the querying function in the library, and I'm getting subscriptions data frame this time, we can see that there's this second row has that subject that we just created for that subscription. We can also see that attach PDF is true and attach image is false. All right, so let's go ahead and delete this. And then we can go back up here and we can query all of the subscriptions on the site again. And now there's only one. All right, so we We walked through all those steps of who's getting the subscription, what are we subscribing that person to, and then on what schedule is that subscription running. We generated that subscription and then verified that the subscription was created successfully, and now we've removed it. So hopefully that helps you automate things, or at least get started on your path to automating things in your Tableau environment. And stay tuned for future tutorial videos. Thank you.